let's get ready to watch Old Man Gamer! Y'all ready for this?
Our hero claims a warrior's heart. I tell you the dragon.
Hello, young gamers. It's Old Man Gamer. Let's go ahead and continue our quest with Ashe.
Believe the dragonborn comes.
Let's see.
I'm a little busy at
Go talk to her.
I've
Oops.
got all sorts of errands to run.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. Where is
Hello, I'm Gisley, but you can just call me Erica's sister. Everyone does.
Sure. I'd rather fight for my life than live it.
she? Okay, what combat experience do you have?
I specialize with two-handed weapons. You know that already. I'm fair with other combat arts as well, like archery and one-handed weapons. However, I don't know much about spellcasting right now. Still working on that. And if I don't have a weapon on me, I can use my fists. I've been told that they punch like steel, quite literally.
Where did you learn to use a sword?
As soon as I was born, if you could put it that way. Swinging a sword just came naturally for me. I was swinging ever since I set foot out of the womb. Even though I was a prodigy, no one is born a master swordsman. Took a lot of practice to get where I am today.
Who was your mentor?
My father taught me the basics, but he passed away not long after I was born. So since then, I've mostly been self-taught.
Self-taught?
I needed to survive, and I didn't have anyone I could trust at the time. My father. He was all I ever knew.
What about your mother?
Never knew her. It was always just my father.
What happened to your father?
He was killed by assassins. I've made it a point to hunt them down. That's kind of why I'm taking these mercenary jobs here and there. I need to be sure I can actually kill them. I was powerless to do anything when it actually happened. That won't be the case anymore.
Tell me about your father.
Not much to tell. I didn't get to know him for very long. I know it sounds sad. I didn't even know the only parent I had that well. But the days I did spend with him, they were memories of pure light. He was so kind, caring. I used to kind of be a buffoon when I was born. It was very embarrassing. But he helped me through it. And for the limited time he could, showed me the ropes of what it meant to live. That was how he put it. My purpose in life was just to live and experience things. Very vague when you think about it. He never got to explaining it. Before he could, well, he kicked the bucket. Would you know what he meant?
No, but we can find that meaning out together.
Yeah, I'd like the sound of that.
Do you have any leads on the assassins?
Not currently. They know how to cover their tracks. I'll let you know if I find anything.
Likewise.
Glad we're on the same page.
Ashe turns away. You feel a subtle shift within your own mind, a tingling sensation, like a whisper brushing against your thoughts. It's not spoken words, but an impression, an image, a beckoning towards the realm of dreams. Judging by Ashe's demeanor, she seems unaware of this transmission. A subconscious call, perhaps? Whatever the source, the message is clear. Seek understanding in your sleep. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and rent a room and take a nap. It's nighttime anyway here.
Welcome to the Winking Skeever, friend.
I would like to rent a room.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Thank you.
Spare some gold for a veteran?
So exciting when new folk come into town. I bet you've had plenty of adventures.
Okay, thank you. Okay, let's go ahead and take a quick little nap here. It says that bed's owned.
I'm tired.
Come on. Sophia, move.
If you need a good rumor or two, I think I can oblige.
Okay, maybe this is my bed. Okay. Let's go and sleep till 8 a.m. Fragments images flood your mind as Ashe's memories, raw and powerful. They surge through you, a torment of emotion. A haunting melody arises, weaving itself into the experience. Delve into her past or sever the link. Well, let's go ahead and proceed with the dream. You wake up in another area. These are Ashe's memories. This is from 6 years ago, somewhere in the rift.
Father? Father? Where are you?
Ashe, my finest creation.
Father, what happened to you? You're bleeding.
Father? What happened? You're bleeding!
Just a flesh wound. I'll be fine. I just need a minute. Need to rest.
Who did this to you?
Someone from the Dark Brotherhood. Just leave me be. Walk down a path I shouldn't have. Dealt with forbidden magics and knowledge. Stole from people I shouldn't have. It led to her death. But it also made you.
What are you saying? Who is she?
You don't understand. But one day, I hope you will.
Just stay here. I'll get help.
It's too late. Remember the flower I gave you. Cling to hope and renewal. Remember. Remember. Remember.
Father, you're all I've ever known, all I've had. Please don't go. Please.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
What is it?
Hey, Ashe. Let me tell you about this dream I had. Let me tell you about this dream.
You saw that? My memories? How is that even possible? No, it can't be. Those are my memories. Deeply personal. Painful. You couldn't have. Perhaps it was a mistake to talk about him. It brings back too much. Let's just focus on the task at hand. Just forget what you saw. It wasn't real. It was just a dream.
Ashe seems surprised and a bit shaken by your dream. You sense a deeper layer of vulnerability beneath her unusual composure. Perhaps a shared experience has brought you closer.
What's our next plan?
I've always wondered, why do your clothes look so different?
They're inspired by Breton embroidery. But yes, the heels definitely make them stand out. Visually speaking, it's fashionable. Practically speaking, it enhances my mobility in a way traditional armor, even most light armor, would restrict.
How do your boots help you move?
You'd be surprised. These aren't your average heels. They adjust their height and weight distribution for maximum stability. My father designed the core technology. It was admittedly for different purposes, but I repurposed it into what I have now. As for the skirt, it allows for more freedom of movement. Less protection, but that's what my greaves are for.
Clever design. So, this is more than just fashion then?
It's functional, comfortable, and serves as a reminder of my past. That's all that matters.
Your past. How did you acquire this armor?
My father gave it to me. It was a bit bulkier back then. Let's just say I've made a few adjustments over the years for functionality, and perhaps a touch of personal flair.
Do you ever get cold in that outfit?
Surprisingly, no. My construction grants me an unusual resistance to the elements. Temperature fluctuations rarely trouble me.
Construction?
Forget I said anything.
Thank you for explaining your outfit. It's unique, that's for sure.
Glad you appreciate it. Do you need something?
I notice you tend to sharpen your sword and adjust your armor a lot.
Observant, aren't you? Maintaining my equipment is essential. Always have to be prepared for the unexpected. You'll never know when a bandit is next going to jump you, or an Oblivion Eldritch monster for that matter.
Oblivion Eldritch monster?
You've heard of the Oblivion Crisis, haven't you? If not that, Skyrim has plenty of other eccentric hordes to throw at us. Giants, Draugr, the occasional dragon.
Speaking of it being ready, could you maybe sharpen my sword or temper my armor?
Of course. Consider it a professional courtesy. Besides, I find the process calming. It's meditative, in a way. Like combat, but without the violence. Though I should mention, I only offer this service when we're out in the wilds. If we're in a city with a proper smithy, it's best to let the smiths handle it.
I would like you to temper my armor, please.
Sure. Which armor would you like me to temper?
Hey, Ashe, come back here.
Yes? What did you need?
Can I talk to you for a moment, please?
What did you want to talk about?
How does not having a family in this typical sense feel for you?
No. Family. I only ever had a father, and even now he's gone. It's complex for me, to say the least.
How do you cope with the absence of your traditional family?
I've learned to adapt, I guess. Find solace in the connections I can make. Like the one I have with you.
Wait.
Oh, what is it?
Can you talk for a moment?
Yes, what is it?
I noticed you kept an odd-looking flower in your bag. May I ask what it is?
It's called a lunatia. I don't believe there's a lot of those in Skyrim.
No, there aren't.
It's very special to me. This tear is the only memento I have of my father.
I'm sorry to hear that.
No, it's honestly all right. I've come to terms with what's happened.
What happened exactly?
I'd still rather not talk about it, if that's all right. You already know all that you need to know. He's dead, and now I'm trying to avenge him.
Can you tell me more about the lunar tears?
It's a flower that my father used to grow. I'm not sure where he got the seeds from, because they can't be found anywhere else in Tamriel. I just know that he told me that from where they're from, they're symbols of hope and renewal. That they represent the possibility of a better future, even in the midst of despair. Though that's probably just horsewash. Arya was buried 6 feet under, along with all the ideals he had.
When did it happen?
I'm not sure. My considerable intelligence usually lets me keep track of things like this, but I guess I was just existing, for lack of a better term, for a good deal of time after my father's death. For years, I'd say. For a while, I felt like I no longer had a purpose. He gave me motivation, but my purpose went away with him after he passed. Now I've resolved to have a new purpose, avenging his death. At least it's getting me out of the haybed every morning.
I have no more questions.
What's our next plan of action? Be mindful. What now?
I'd like to teach you some spells.
Spells? My systems are a bit unorthodox when it comes to magic. I don't cast spells in the traditional sense. But I've been experimenting with incorporating spell tome schematics into my combat techniques.
Schematics, you mean like blueprints for spells?
Precisely. Think of it as incorporating the spell's essence into my own magical framework. It's a complex process, but if I can successfully adapt its structure, I should be able to emulate its effects.
So you need the actual spell tomes?
Yes, the tomes are essential. They contain the knowledge I need to analyze and incorporate.
I thought I had some spell tomes.
No worries. It's not as if knowledge is going anywhere. Let me know when you've acquired something suitable for my particular needs.
I swore I had some. I do. Weird. Let's try this again.
What's my strategy?
I've got some spell tomes for you. You might find useful. Want to take a look?
Always eager to expand my tactical options. Let's see what you've acquired.
And I will learn them myself as well. We're not done. We have some more things
here.
here.
The path to victory. Let's see what you need. Sharpening, tempering, or perhaps you're in need of something entirely new. My skills are at your disposal.
Yeah, sharpen my weapon for me.
Sure. Which weapon would you like me to sharpen?
What are you doing, Sophia?
Excellent. I'll put these new spells to good use. Yes?
Okay.
What did you need? With what particularly? A fully drawn bow holds the promise of a swift end. Ensure your draw is true and let your arrows fly with purpose. Beyond that, my expertise is limited. My experiences don't encompass archery.
Thank you. Could you actually train me?
I'd be happy to. But do expect rigor. My methods are designed to push your limits. Shall we proceed?
Sure.
Excellent choice. We'll start with sword techniques. Precision and efficiency are key. Draw your weapon. Let's begin. Start with fundamental offensive and defensive patterns. Control is essential. Let the sword become an extension of your will.
I actually don't have a sword, but I softly draw my sword, one-handed.
Stability is key. Assert dominance over your weapon. It's an instrument, not a master.
I nervously get into position, still sweating.
Yes, that's it. Now take a deep breath to calm yourself. Don't let your nerves get the better of you. Now, let's start with some simple offensive and defensive moves. Well, enough of that.
Ashe is now willing to let you manage her outfit.
Sure. What would you have me do?
I don't have any outfits for her. You haven't eaten much since we started traveling. Do you ever get hungry? Why is it not working?
Watching your back.
This one's
Okay, I'm not sure what's going on.
I tell you, the dragonborn comes with a voice wielding power.
Understood.
Well, we're going to go ahead and pause here because my system seems to be having some problems, but we'll get some that if those answers, those questions answered shortly. Alrighty. Anyway, young gamers, have a good one.
Dragonborn comes. For the darkness